for a supposed support forum, it tends to sometimes have the opposite effect more than it probably should, I think. Do you think looks matter? I think personality probably matters more.
My looks are the only reason I am incel.
I feel like for the most part, being sort of shy and introverted is not attractive.
I think looks is 95% face.
I feel it's better to be socially able.
You know, a chin that's balanced, facial thirds that are balanced.
I feel like my life is kind of like a mess. I'm like, I think that, why, if I was a woman, would I want to date me, someone like that? I'm like, no.
I'm tall and slender and girls like that, but, face is 95% of everything. If you don't have a good face, you're done.
Why do you think Advance is so obsessed with his face?
Maybe because his face is something that he can't really change.
I just want to be with one person and I'd be totally happy. As long as it was like a good relationship. And the rest of it just wouldn't matter. I get overwhelmed and I think I should just quit. And I don't do anything because I'm like, well, what's the point? So I just figure, why even try? What's the motivation?
I was thinking I should have jumped off while you were doing the pan. I'd see it as abstract art. That's what art is all about. It's like the ultimate art project, is to kill yourself by jumping onto a pavement and splattering yourself, I think. Aren't I cheery? I want it to be as if I never existed. I wish I could do that. I wish I could make my life so that it never happened.
And what if you miss out on meeting your dream girl?
So what? You never existed. Why would you care? And even if you do meet her, something bad could happen. She could die, or she could just dump you. So it's like, even if it does happen, it's not like, it's not like your problems are solved.
Well, hello. It's UWT here, and we're in the mall giving Michael a makeover because he's fucking ugly. But not anymore. Once we're done, we'll transform this dud into a stud. Peace out, niggas. PUA is using certain body languages, certain dress fashion senses, and certain words to basically seduce a woman.
How long have you been training as a PUA?
Couple months now.
Do you want to explain any terminology they have?
All right. Well, when two pickup artists go out into the field looking for women, the terminology used is sarging. Every day is a sarge for me.
But when was the turning point?
When I got muscles and better clothes.
Do you think you'd be able to hide that you're a virgin when you lose it?
You mean if? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think I can hide it well. No, actually, I don't know if I can. So Lori starts complaining to me, and she doesn't know I'm a virgin. She's like, I can't believe I had to take his virginity away. I mean, I'm all cool with guys being virgins if it's because of their religious beliefs, but if a guy just can't find someone to have sex with him, that's pretty pathetic. And I mean, that's just the truth of how they feel about it, I believe that a military-style PUA camp should be created for these guys that you term as you've used the term incels or involuntary celibates. So my plan for PUA camp would be similar to how they do initiation night at the Citadel. I would have all the incels and love shies all basically huddled in like cattle into a room. Like these guys would be standing together like cattle in a cattle pen. And these guys who I'm going to call the drill sergeants would be in there confiscating all their World of Warcraft shit, all their Dungeons and Dragons shit, and they'd put it in a big fucking bonfire and burn it. Then I'd have these pictures of just these beautiful women in the nude being fucked by these muscular hot bad boys. And I'd have surround sound playing the sounds of women enjoying sex. Fuck me, baby! Fuck me, baby! And I'd have neon lights flashing the words, it's all so adorable, but you can't have it! They would break these incels down. You know, just like the military, break down an incel, build up a PUA. You know, that's what we gotta do. Here are the do's. Be attractive. Be hot. Be good looking. Be muscular. Don't be unattractive. Don't be average looking. Don't have pale skin. Because that also gives off the creepy serial killer vibe, you know?
I don't know where you keep getting this.
Yep. Well, if you follow those rules, you're pretty much guaranteed a free lay every time you walk into the club. Like soft porn because they've never seen a vagina. The most of them I've ever seen is like a girl in a bikini. So they're going to end up jerking off to that because that's what they've seen in real life, because a vagina and titties, because they've never seen those IRL, is kind of scary to them.
I think there's some projection going on here. You're the one who's afraid of vaginas.
Oh wait, you're the one that just reminded me of the thread. I'm terrified of female genitals. I totally forgot about that.
I just don't like looking at them.
Guys just want to fuck them. They don't want to like look at them. They're like, they look like
They don't look
meat sockets.
Bumping ugly.
They're not beautiful. They're not.
Do you like the way dicks look, Sarah?
Yeah, they're fine.
They're fine.
Let us look at pictures of...
Oh
Oh god, I can't even look at it. I'm serious. Like I
Let me
Google
see. Let me see.
vaginas and I get this fucking picture. I can't even fucking look at it. I don't like looking at them. They're too low.
Most guys probably don't. It's
They're
just-
too low?
Yes.
What do you mean they're too low?
I wish they were parallel with my dick. The reason I'm outgoing now is just because you guys already know the worst shit about me that you could possibly find out and use against me. I'm shy around people I'm trying to impress because, you know, for me it's just a big game, you know. Just a little nervous about this documentary. I got the 2:30 feeling.
What are you nervous will happen in the documentary?
You're gonna put it on the news and
9 o'clock news.
Investigative reporter
Can't get girls.
uncovering dens of misogyny. She infiltrated their ranks, exposed one of their most outspoken members under the handle of urban white trash.
What do you have to offer a woman?
As of now, nothing. I don't have a job. I am ugly. So my value right now is 0.
Have you approached many women?
Oh, many.
And what was the result?
Rejection 100% of the time. I don't approach that much anymore because, you know, I've had over 1,000 rejections in real life, 2,000 rejections online, so that's 3,000 rejections total.
Did you count in real life?
I'm approximating, that's not a real word, we're redoing that. Ask a question again. I aim as low as possible. I aim for obese women, ugly women, ideally ugly and obese. You know, I aim for the bottom of the barrel because, you know, I realize that I'm ugly. Pretty boys get women. That PUA is analogous to get-rich-quick schemes. You see, with get-rich-quick schemes, they promise you the moon and the sun. They promise that you can...
Take it slower, you know?
No, I gotta talk fast.
You gotta talk fast?
Yes, I have to come off as intelligent as possible. This is an ego thing with me.
But people can talk slowly and still be intelligent.
No.
Maybe he's got like distorted vision.
What, my vision?
Yeah, you just see every chick as being fat.
Photoshop picture where I shortened my face, I made my canthal tilt positive. I'd like to have my Neanderthal brow grinded down. I'd like a canthoplasty, which is when they lift the corners of the eyes. I might decide to get a revision rhinoplasty. I'm gonna wear the shirt that Ed doesn't like, just to piss him off. After I get cosmetic surgery, I'm gonna wear this shirt when I approach women, and I'm gonna get their number right in front of your face.
Well, how are you gonna afford cosmetic surgery?
Hopefully I'll get a job someday.
Yeah, but you'll be old and ugly by then.
And then I'll need a facelift. I look at ugly fat chicks and I see how easily they get men, and you know, sometimes that makes me angry.
Do you ever resent women?
Sometimes I do because of how easy they have it and how hard we have it in comparison.
What makes you an expert on women having never touched a girl, kissed a girl, or had sex with a girl, or been in a relationship with a girl?
You don't need experience to know about something. Sometimes when I'm in social circles, there are girls around and I observe them. And that's what a lot of what I base my theories on. Sex, I don't think most women like sex. I think it's something that they do just, I don't know, just because. I mean, like the guy wants it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, women don't have a high sex drive.
I don't know. I think you have somewhat feminist views, but I mean, that's it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I agree that women are people.
No, see? That's bullshit. And if you don't realize that, then you've been brainwashed.
Do you think that women ever have trouble finding love?
Nope.
What about sex?
That's even easier. That's like shooting a dead fish in a barrel. When you have a machine gun, infinite ammo.
If a woman wanted to get sex, she could go to a grocery store and ask any of the male cashiers, and I'm sure they all would, even the married ones, even the Catholic married ones.
I would do anything just for a 300-pound ugly white girl. I would fight in the front lines, the bloodiest battle the world has ever seen, and come back with no limbs if it meant that that would guarantee me an ugly fat chick for life. I'd like to be like a very androgynous Korean guy who has like a stalker girlfriend. You're not putting that in there. You're not, right? I know what goes on. I mean, the penis enters the vagina, thrust, question mark, profit. The penis enters the vagina, thrust, question mark, profit.